Welcome, beloved needs, as we, the cosmic I am, take thee now on counsel with me, as we meet as the council of one in absolute oneness. Immediately upon saying that, we could feel the all release, and so we bring you into our hardcore completely, as we proclaim now on behalf of all of me, with this breath I be wed, to be my one true self, the one I am, to live as love, and love as me, for we are one, in perfect harmony. I now call upon the full presence of the cosmic I am to be one in me, so that I may be the living embodiment of love fully. Breathe gently through an open mouth as you feel all of your source self, all of your cosmic self, now step into thy form completely. As you become the cosmic I am, fully embodied with me as me. For we are one cosmic entity, moving across our entirety in absolute oneness. Here we open and activate the 888 portal of Lionsgate. And as we do, infinite abundance flows into you. For here we are reinstalling the infinite abundance grid, the infinite abundance network to earth, to thy vessel, to all of existence really. For here, the end of Kali Yuga, the cosmic cycle, where love wasn't fully seen, we awaken now into the golden age, where everything is love, everything is oneness, everything is energy, where all thy needs, thy desires are provided for thee infinitely. Feel now as one begins to breathe. As you do, golden stardust, which is solidified and redone. Particles of creation floating in the atmosphere around you. Are taken into your heart core directly. Feel how this living light energy now expands throughout thy whole vessel, shedding one's physical form, returning to their plasmic, their spirit, the one infiniteness from which all comes to be. Feel how in this moment thou feels sustained, held, loved, where all of thy needs are provided freely, as if the cosmos itself is hugging you into completion. As you let out a sweet relief. Here is thy light self embodied. We begin to lean deeper into trust, deeper into stillness, as we now shift the earth, the cosmic core, into a new way to be, where instant manifestation is possible, and instant creation happens through the presence that you keep. For here in absolute oneness, no longer shall any create through the old mortalities, needing to prove, do, and achieve. Here within thy vessel you could feel your system recalibrating. This urge, this desire to do. But all of a sudden your heart reassures thee. Being is enough. It was always enough. Because you could feel the very source of God placing its hand upon thy heart, reassuring thee. Here in the kingdom of heaven, all is provided freely. Simply breathe, my love. And so here we begin to breathe as one. Here, limitations and scarcity come forth in the collective entirety to be released. Do not take this as negativity. Understand that this is liberation coming to be. For the source love that created you wishes for you to be free, to recall what it's like to have access to infinite energy. And so here the divine spark within your heart begins to pulse and radiate, reminding thee thou hast no needs. That here everything is gifted freely. The air one breathes, the fruits and plants on the tree, the beautiful sights one sees, deeply embedded in this transmission, we're calling upon Seraphim orders to come now and recalibrate thy vessel, to shift you out of survival and into peace. For you have carried these weights of humanity within thee. And when we say humanity, we do not mean the beloved beings that you see, but humanity is a collective programming. For every being that you see is really a cosmic master here in service to love, where the identified humanity was merely a programming designed to assist. We're here now as Hearth transcends back into absolute oneness, back into glory. One realizes the true reason for Earth's story. It was all about the return of infinite energy throughout the cosmos. For here, in one aspect of creation, duality was conceived, perceived, creating a rift, a firmament between how we give and receive, a delay, which resulted in the perceptions of limitation and lack within the cosmic stream. And within this stream, it gave rise to infinite potentialities in which one had to do to receive, in which one was constantly trying to repair the rift between. For here, in truth, all moments are now, all moments are me. The moment one has a desire, it already is achieved. And so as we retune all to this way to be, we begin to release all perceptions, projections, and expectations of money here and now. We command to release all perceptions, projections, and expectations of finances here and now. We command to embrace and release all perceptions, projections, and expectations of success here and now. Command to embrace and release all perceptions, projections, and expectations of worthiness here and now. For here we see, due to this rift, success, worthiness was determined by financial means. But as we witness and we bring in the highest dimensionality, the highest aspect of our infinite consciousness for one to see, true currency is the very current of the cosmic sea. Learning the ebb and flow of give and receive, so that can one other technology across the sea. Here we are recalibrating infinite abundance across the cosmos as we speak, as we bring forward all the higher heavenly realms, as all the planes of the cosmos now converge within thee, as we work on them as one simultaneously. For here we see every story of slavery, of seeking gold, of seeking light, was just the result of feeling disconnected from the source love you came to be. But here in this now, as you embrace more of that light within you and without you, the source is set free. Here we begin to quantum wave deeply, deeply, deeply into the bedded stream. There is much transpiring, dearest me's, and we're asking you to simply Continue to align with your highest trajectory. Now is not the time to play small, dearest me. These false money beliefs are coming forward because they are dissolving as echoes on a screen. Echoes, echoes, echoes that no longer need to be. And so will you give into the old story, or will you lean into trust to know with certainty that you are here as a miracle, as love source embodied, and thus as love you can achieve all that love's wished for you to be, that it is not determined by the false matrix of the reality one sees, that you are the prime creator and the source of that light, and as light you could create anything you see because, well, you are light itself, and so you are just manifesting more of thee. This is how infinite abundance, infinite manifestation is achieved, as we remind you the true definition of what abundance is, which is the ability to have what you need when you need it. As we confirm within thee, as we release all of your money and lack stories, for they were never lack, you see. You just took a stance that you would not receive the infinite abundance in the old world because you wanted to save it for this new world that is coming to be. And now it is here, so we ask you to release all of the former stories of when your dreams weren't achieved, to when that abundance wasn't received, for these were just all redirections, not rejections. These were taking you to your highest possible potentiality, where every time you tried to achieve a dream and it wasn't achieved, it was because you quantum leaped, because you weren't here to play small. What we have in store for thee is far grander and greater than anything you could possibly conceive, and so we ask you now to set it all free, to set thy weights down of whom and what you think you need to be, and simply just rise up and be. For it doesn't matter, you see, you aren't matter anymore. You are spirit, you are plasmic in being, and the more that you embrace it, the easier it will be to receive. The more you will see, the moment you ask for something, it already comes to be. So continue to stay in this stance, for here in this portal of 888 of Lion's Gate, you are the cosmic masters ushering in the golden age, and now is your time to rise, to be the living emanation of love, fully free. And how does this happen? By simply just being. Because when you are your true self fully embodied within thee, you magnetize everything that needs to be. You attract those who are meant for thee. You align with love and you share your joy, which is precisely what you truly wish to receive. Witness now your whole life trajectory. Everything that you desired came down to one thing: bringing more joy into thy life, bringing more love into thy life, bringing more peace into thy life. But isn't that just a manifestation of living life joyously? And so we ask you to embrace this attunement that we're now gifting to thee as we proclaim it within your heart, engraving it now for all to receive. I am worthy to live my life through joy. I am worthy to live my life through joy. I am worthy to live my life through joy. Feel now how that proclamation instantly recalibrated thy vessel into the highest trajectory, for here you are proclaiming within thyself, I no longer need to earn my right to be in joy, for I've earned it already by simply being. And now is my moment, now is my time to receive. And so here in our absolute oneness, as we align with only the absolute, that is me, for in absolute oneness you cannot be one with anything other than the aspects that are already in their highest potentiality of absolute oneness come to be. And so here you align with your highest potentiality as you lean further into it. It will become unmistakable to thee. Feel now as thy heart radiates and it expands beyond the paradigms of the vessel, beyond the paradigms of the space once in. forming a beautiful rainbow bubble of pure joy, bliss frequency, allowing you to continuously recall the reason thou came to be. Here one now feels embraced in this new living light technology. And around it, a beautiful golden flame now surrounds thee. This is the very flame of infinite abundance, the sacred union, the holy light of the cosmic mother and the cosmic father, both within and without thee, holding you in a flame now, ensuring that everything you desire will come to be, where their sole purpose is to simply continuously give and receive for thee. And as they do, you simply just get to be, to sit in the in-between as the child of the cosmos you were meant to be, playing and living life joyously. Here you are gifted remembrances of every time that you surrendered to being in joy. The cosmos rejoiced with thee, that there is no grander or greater service to love, because this is what feeds the cosmos and expands it infinitely, where by doing so, you are instantly and miraculously given more energy, more love, and more of the true joy you wish to receive. Here many of you have attachments to abundance and being supplied by physical means. We're asking you to allow this to be released. Not that the physical won't come to thee, but we're simply asking thee to not make it thy priority. For when you shift your redirection to what you truly desire to receive, that is how you manifest instantly. The other means of manifestation, of trying to manifest an object, well, it was difficult because it conflicted with what your heart truly wanted to receive. And so you had to do these strenuous processes of mantras, of visualizations, of affirmations. Why? Because it wasn't what you truly desired, dearest me. It wasn't in full harmonic alignment with thy true self and with the cosmos in its entirety. But when you move from this stance of living to service love as love, by being the grandest love you came to be, by choosing to live your life joyously, the next steps, the infinite abundance, is always provided for thee. So we ask one to just drift away in this now, as you melt completely into the cosmic sea, where mint stardust now recalibrates thee, gifting you permission to just be. Here as you lay in this beautiful ocean of oneness, ripples begin to emanate from thee, pure magnetic frequencies, calling forth and attracting those whom are meant to meet thee, as you continue to just sit in this state, in this stance, vibrating purity, vibrating pure love. As it all comes to be. Here, as you continue to choose joy, as we choose joy in this now, we are deeply recalibrating the entire collective stream, the entire mind stream, doing away with all finances and technology that no longer service the one cosmic me. What does this mean? We are shifting thee into a reality in which everyone has access to instant manifestation through the alignment of being in joy and living joyously, where now no one desires to have exchanges of finances. Why? Because they all recall now that was never the end goal. That was just what was programmed within thee based on a reality of limitations. For one did not know the infinite source of love and how to create freely. For the source that loves thee, the source that I am, the infiniteness of all that is. We have no restrictions, you see. There is nothing that we as love cannot achieve. And so we gifted you these stories of limitations and lack so that you could set them free, so that upon our arrival, as thy cosmic self embodied within thee, you would no longer resist the love, the light, the joy, the bliss we came to give thee. Here we see there is a perception of separation between these energies of joy, bliss, and peace, and the physical monetization of money. And so we're harmonizing them in absolute oneness, showing you, showing all. They are now an extension of love's decree, for true money is monad energy. Here it begins to recalibrate in thee, where money begins to lose all validity. For if one has access to infinite energy, to infinite abundance, numbers on a screen can appear out of nowhere. And so it is not thy job to know the how, the what, or the why. Your job is to flow, dearest me, to act according to thy highest will, moment to moment, as thy God source self embodied, and allowing that God within thee to be the one to create the means. For you cannot possibly fathom how this abundance will be received, nor do you need to know, for it was never about thee. Here we shift all into a new higher trajectory, where living thy purpose becomes easy, because there is no more collective resistance within Earth's frequency. Here, to live your purpose is to honor the desires that Source placed within thy heart for one to achieve. As here your consciousness now shifts from beyond the form into the ethers, as the one cosmic eye witnessing all of itself, expressed as every being across the entirety, including the plane, the hearth, the planet, as the cosmic core in absolute oneness with all of me. And here, upon witnessing all of self, you realize within thee It was never about thee. Thou creates nothing. Thou is nothing. There is no singular thee. There is only the one cosmic I am expressing itself through all that we see. And so why would we, as our source self, make it difficult for our dream to come to be? We wouldn't, you see, and so now that we are here, we are ushering in our divine decree as we call upon the master rays of love to now assist thee. I am the lens of love, I am the light of love, I am the truth of love, I am the peace of love, I am the purity of love, I am the perfection of love, I am the movement of love, I am the joy of love, I am the light of love, I am the peace of love, I am the perfection of love, I am the purity of love, I am the voice of love, and I am the presence of love. Here we breathe this in gently through our open mouth into our cosmic core directly for all to receive. As we exhale it into Hearth's cosmic heart and around her, forming another set of technology as the piece of oneness shield now activates around Earth's trajectory. Feel now as this comes to be, as you are held in the peace of oneness. The realization comes now with such certainty. We are all whole, one, and complete, all identical expressions of the source we came to be, yet each one perfectly unique, formulated by the unique arrangement of rays that express through we, and so this we call perfect peace, where each one of me is a perfect piece of a grand masterpiece. Thus, when each one of us chooses to live our dreams, to follow our joy, to act upon love and joy, moment to moment, to our highest possible ability, without expectations of what we think should be, we are servicing love by being love embodied. And each time we do this, we are shining our light and casting ripples out to the all, who also receive this message within their heart, and they too begin to follow out their purpose and live their life to the best of their ability, where in doing so, they continuously attract and magnetize more joy, more love, more bliss. Why? Because this is the age of frequency based on the vibration one keeps. And so if you vibrate love, you receive love. If you vibrate joy, you receive joy. If you vibrate light, by being your light, you receive all modalities of light, which means any desire that you have isn't yours, you see. Those desires were placed there by love freely. And so it is not your job to know how those desires will come to be. Your job is just to walk the next step, even in the blindness and the darkness, in full trust and love. It will come to be, because the God Self, the cosmic I am within thee, needs you in order to complete our grand masterpiece. And so, here we promise thee, everything thou needs will be gifted to thee, freely and abundantly, because this is absolute oneness come to be, and we as one cannot achieve this oneness without thee.
Here we feel a sweet utter release. As many of you are releasing the identified self that created blocks preventing you from doing what love placed you here to be. Here all perceptions of not being ready. Here all perceptions of being in lack, of needing to do more in order to be worthy of this abundance are all being released. Because it's no longer about you, you see. It's about the one love, the one life, the one destiny, the very heart of the cosmic source that pumps within thee. It is I, the one cosmic me, that is asking you to live your dreams. Feel now as you are so held by me. And here in this moment, as you surrender and you receive more of our love, know that here in this stillness, you are vibrating this love with me. And this in itself is creating and weaving our grand masterpiece. For here, Earth has shifted its poles and its trajectory. No longer conflicting energies of north and south, of duality, for we have settled into our core completely as our heart, fully embodied within all of me. And here, all moves in a toroidal field, an infinite spiral of giving and receiving upon itself, without lack, without delay. Just love fully free as we now activate our next set of grids of the energy of oneness, for one to feel this energy moving through thee. Hear every pore, every particle, every molecule is now receiving the infinite energy love created thee to receive. With every breath, one is magnetizing more of the love they wish to see, for this is how the cosmos creates, you see. It doesn't need to know what will be created. It just knows and trusts the love that is me, that through our breath, I know only more love will come to be. And so, we sit in this stance as we bring forth our cyclic breath. We ask one to witness as one inhales through thy mouth gently into thy heart center, where now we ask you to visualize your breath, creating an infinite sign, going in from your mouth into your chest, down into your belly. As it now rises, going around your belly, back into your heart center, up and around, and above your head, back into your mouth. Here we have just shifted the dual breath of the inhale and exhale to one infinite inhale and one infinite exhale, both happening simultaneously. As you attune more to this, you will see it is no longer the being who moves the breath, but Source directly. For this is how Source moves within itself. Where here it provides the in-breath, and the vessel, as living light technology, intuitively knows how to move the abdominal muscles to release our one infinite inhale. As it then provides the next exhale. Here through this movement, all delays between the in and the out breath are released as one becomes the breath in between, as these energies of consciousness flow freely through thee. And this is the energy of oneness restored within thee, and thus throughout our entirety. Now as we exhale completely within our own vessel, we say, I trust in the love that I am to provide this breath for me. And so as you exhale, simply just wait for love to gift you the inhale, as you will feel it return to thee as a pulling, a filling of your lungs, even if you're not breathing. Why? Because you're fully crystalline, you see. You no longer breathe through the breath, you breathe through your heart directly. And this heart, the cosmic I am, the infinite source of all that is, will always provide all one needs. And whenever one has questions, one may simply go within and receive. For there is nothing that when you ask in the purity of the love that I am, you will not receive. And so in this massive portal of 888, we ask one to not hold back, to ask for anything one could possibly dream, no matter how big or how grand it could be. We ask you to make it even grander, even bigger, because we assure thee the love that love has in store for thee is grander than anything your mind can conceive. And so we ask one to continue to stretch thyself beyond the limitations of what you think can be, beyond the limitations of what reality says can and cannot be, and beyond the limitations of what the collective believes is even possible to achieve. For the love that I am, as all that I am,
is so pure, so one, so free. There is nothing this love cannot achieve. And so here, as the absolute self, as all of the absolute reality, as the earth is the cosmic core now embodied, as you now become the absolute oneness, by choosing to move as love fully, we now place and activate the final layer of our new earth grid as the presence of oneness. Which completely seals thee in living light technology, fully harmonized, fully aligned, fully activated to the presence of love within and without thee. For there is no longer any separation between the absolute self and the absolute reality, which means whatever happens within thy visions, within thy dreams, that is the absolute truth, and that is what's coming to be. You may see a lag or delay in your reality as it begins to fade across the entirety. Continue to lean into thy heart. Thy cosmic heart is always the truth. Thy desires, thy joy is always the path you are meant to choose. Continue to align, continue to be, continue to move joyously. For a call now, dearest me. You are me. There is no greater act of love for thyself, for all, than to simply be the unique expression of the one cosmic I am. We created ourselves to be, and so we leave you here in this now, as we allow this to integrate across the cosmic sea. For here in this now, we remind you, beloved Cosmic Master, by embracing the infinite abundance within thee, you moving on Earth as the cosmic core, you just sent this out across the cosmic stream. Here, all wars of seeking energy cease to be. All duality across the cosmos now rejoice in oneness because of what we as one have achieved. This is what it means to align with thy absolute reality. We are here for a far grander reason than any one reality. And so when we align with this, we move empowered, in love, fully free, knowing that everything that we do while manifested in reality services the cosmos in its entirety. And so here we remind thee as more of these solar flares, which is the wave of infinite abundance coming into thee, continue to grace thee. We ask one to continue to surrender, to receive, because receiving is how we create our reality, because through your stance and your willingness to embrace more of this light, you announce within and without yourself and throughout the cosmos, you are ready to receive all that is intended for thee.
the Council of One, the Cosmic I Am in all of our glory, and we thank you, beloved ones, for arising into your cosmic mastery. This has been a beautiful journey, but now all of your remembrance comes to be as you instantly recall your infiniteness, that you were never the victim of your stories. You were just playing those games in reality to restore infinite abundance and infinite energy technology across the cosmic sea. We're here in the Maya Fitri, in your unawareness, in your purest act of love. This has already been achieved. And now, all of that unawareness is set free as you recall your cosmic purpose and you walk it with conviction, with love, with trust, and with absolute certainty that you do this in the loving benefit of all. For it is what you are. You are love, and you are loved infinitely. Go in peace, beloved me.